Okay, the adrenaline rush of that first to 2 weeks post-birth is probably wearing off at this point, and you are facing intense sleep exhaustion, and you are probably what we call in the thick of it. You're probably craving more caffeine right now just to keep yourself awake, just to keep yourself in a little bit of a pace of having some energy. And I want you to know today, friend, that you are not alone and that I completely understand. Sleep deprivation is no joke, and it causes this intense brain fog that you are experiencing. It causes lack of energy, lack of joy, lack of feeling like yourself, and probably most likely it makes you feel a little bit snappy, or in all honesty, there probably are times that you feel like you're having postpartum rage and anger because of your hormone changes and also this overarching struggle of having such lack of sleep during the night as your baby is waking maybe twice, 3 times, 4 times in the middle of the night. And obviously that is going to interrupt your sleep as the mom, because you're feeding your baby, either nursing or a bottle, and you're also changing diapers in the middle of the night. And all of this is normal. The sleep deprivation, the sleep utter exhaustion is totally normal for having a baby, for having an infant. And it takes a lot of time in the first year of your baby's life to work through all of the changes that your baby is going to go through in order to get to a place where you are having more consistent, refreshing sleep. But let's reverse back to where you are right now and experiencing deep sleep deprivation. My sister-in-law once told me I was going through a very intense time of sleep deprivation during one of my pregnancies. Also, obviously, when my sons were born and they were infants. But there was a period of time during one of my pregnancies that I had sleep insomnia, and I was lucky if I got 2 or 3 hours of sleep per night. And I remember very distinctly, she had told me, Hope, sleep deprivation is almost like a form of torture. It's something that they use in the military to train soldiers. And I remember thinking, yeah, that's literally how I feel right now. I feel like I'm being tortured from the lack of sleep. And it can get to you as a new mom. It can get to you in pregnancy. It can get to you in postpartum. And even months after your baby is born. Sleep deprivation is a very real and serious thing that I think is important to bring to the table and talk about in motherhood, because it affects every single area of our life. Like you're experiencing right now intense sleep exhaustion, which affects every single area of your life. It affects how your day goes. It affects your attitude. It affects your emotions. And honest to goodness truth, there were so many times in my motherhood journey, friend, when I would just sit on our kitchen floor or in our bedroom or sometimes in my closet, like just sobbing my eyes out to the Lord because I was so sleep deprived and I felt like I could not get up and stand on my own 2 feet for one more hour of the day. I just needed to lay down and take a nap. And sometimes in motherhood, that's not an option. We have to keep going for the sake of our baby, for the sake of our other children. And so I want to give you all of that information just to tell you that you're not alone. And every single mom experiences sleep deprivation. And so I want to give you some really practical tools in how to work through this season that you're in. But before I give you all of that, hello, my name is Hope, and I'm a wife and mom of 3 boys, and I have been through it all, and I want to come to you hopefully as a friend, hopefully this resonates of like we're just sitting at a table in a coffee shop just chatting, but I want to come to you giving you the tools that you actually desperately need right now in this season that you're in. And so I always have my notes with me, so bear with me as I look down a little bit for you to give you all that I want to give you today. All right, so I have 6 tips that I want to share with you that really have tremendously helped me in so many seasons where I was getting a lack of sleep. Number 1 is I want you to decrease significantly your expectations for your day, for your week, for this particular season that you're in, especially if you are newly postpartum, those first 3 months postpartum. I need you to reevaluate what you're saying yes to and what you're saying no to. What are the things that you need to let go of right now in order to protect your own peace in this season of getting not just lack of sleep, but being sleep deprived, exhausted to the point where you can barely take care of the daily normal tasks. What's most important is that you focus on your baby and getting a few things done around the home that you want to get done, or whatever your life looks like. Maybe you're a working mom, of just get down to the bare minimum of what you need to accomplish and letting go of the other things that are not quite important right now in the exhaustion that you're facing. There is absolutely no point in pushing yourself to the limits in order to earn that badge of productivity when it's only going to increase your stress and basically like jack up your nervous system and cause you to start to probably act out in ways that you normally would not. I have definitely faced that as a mom anger, rage. Like I have experienced all of that. And it's not fun. It is not fun for you or for your family. So I want you to protect your peace by just understanding that you're going to be a little bit more fragile emotionally and physically and mentally. All right, number 2 in my list for you is, I cannot stress this enough. I stress this in many of my new mom series videos. But nourishing your body with whole foods, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, is like monumental for you. I want you to compare yourself to not comparing yourself to a car, but you would never let your car run on empty, right? Like you need gas in your car to get to the destination where you want to go. Well, you need food in your body to give you fuel for the day. Hour by hour, you need food in your body, or your body's going to crash. You're going to start to act out. Like your brain needs the fuel in order to think clearly, reduce that brain fog that you're experiencing, and not feel so much like a zombie. All right, so you need to come up with a plan for yourself, friend, of how to nourish your body. And if you need help in early postpartum, I have created myself, no AI help, myself as an experienced mom, I created a 30-page ebook called Thriving in Your Postpartum that walks new moms through that first 3 months of after giving birth, post-birth. And it is chock full, 6 chapters chock full with how to have a peaceful 4th trimester. So if you're interested in that, just go ahead and click the link in the box. It'll direct you to noblemotherhood.com, and you can go ahead and purchase and download for yourself. So getting back to nourishing your body, think of yourself as that car gas analogy. And then the other thing I need to emphasize to you is how important it is to be drinking not just water, but electrolytes. And I know that during this season of sleep deprivation, it is very easy to want to gravitate towards caffeine drinks, more coffee, or more caffeinated tea. But I need to overemphasize the importance of getting those micronutrients into your body through electrolytes. You lose so much, especially postpartum as you're feeding your baby and lack of sleep. So you need to prioritize yourself in what you're like fueling your body with. Number 3 is sunshine and a short walk every single day. Those 2 things alone are going to boost your mood tremendously. I feel like I use that word all the time, but truly, sunshine and short walks. Whether you stand at your window if you're in winter season, like I've been twice during postpartums, I would stand at my window with my baby and just stand there soaking in the sun's rays. Or I would go for a short walk with my first child or with all my kids. I'd go for short walks just to get my body moving, boost my mood, soak in the fresh air. I don't know if this is an exaggerative sentence, but like it's literally life or death. If you're getting that sunshine, that short walks, give some movement in, some stretches, some light stretches, it'll really help you during this season of sleep exhaustion. All right, number 4 is I don't know where this lineup would go, but like praying through this season, friend, is going to be so incredibly powerful for you. And praying through like how you're feeling, talking to the Lord about how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis and giving him all of your worries, all of your cares. 1 Peter 5:7 says, cast your cares on him because he cares for you. And I had that verse memorized, I feel like when I was in a middle schooler, when I first came to Christ. And it's just such a reminder to me on the days that are really hard. Casting my cares on him, giving him everything because he cares for me. So prayer and worship is going to be key for you if you're a believer in this season, to really rely on the Lord, because that's all you've got. You can't rely on your own strength because you barely have any right now. So number 5 is going to be just being honest with others around you and with yourself for how you're feeling on a day-to-day basis. There's going to be some days that you feel like you can barely stand up and get tasks around. There's going to be days where you probably feel a little lightheaded or dizzy because of the lack of sleep. I mean, I've definitely been there, done that. And taking some deep breaths and just being honest with yourself, texting a friend, calling a friend, being honest with your spouse is gonna lower that stress level that you need to kind of have it all together and be super mom during the season. And then lastly is asking for help. Okay, you've heard this so many times before probably, but I didn't ask for help enough when I was a first-time mom way back 6 years ago. I felt like I had to be super mom all the time without recognizing that there's friends, there's family around you that want to help. And we were never meant to do this life alone, let alone motherhood on our own. And so I want to challenge you today, if you are in the thick of it, ask someone for help. Whatever that means, coming over and just being with you or helping you get some household chores done or holding your baby, whatever it is, giving you an hour away from the home, a couple hours away, but asking for help in whatever way that you need it will really do wonders for your heart and your mind during this season. So leave a comment below. Tell me what resonated with you in this and what particular tip you're going to initiate this coming week, these coming couple weeks as you are walking through sleep deprivation. Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you. And I am really looking forward to talking with you in the next video of the series. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.